sin and eternal predestination. In Quaker theology, everyone possessed an inner light that offered salvation. There was no need for a learned ministry because everyone's interpretation of the Scriptures were valid. The Quakers practiced a humble lifestyle, not centered around social rank and position, because all were equal in the eyes of the Lord. The Quakers actively worked to convert others to their truth. Penn's holy experiment. William Penn, an avid Quaker convert who was briefly involved with the New Jersey proprietorship, was awarded the proprietorship of a vast area of land in the New World called Pennsylvania, or Penn's Woods. There he tried to establish a complex society and government based on Quaker principle. Its complexity caused lasting problems for the management of the colony. Settling Pennsylvania. Penn and other Quakers promoted the colony aggressively throughout the colonies, England and the rest of the world. The colony welcomed people of all faiths, nationalities, making Pennsylvania a remarkably diverse colony. Although Pennsylvania was economically successful as a colony, its social diversity often caused internal conflicts. Penn was forced by legal problems to leave Pennsylvania and return to England in 1701. He died there in 1718, a poor and disillusioned man. Planting the Carolinas. Though the area south of the Chesapeake, known as the Carolinas, shared many similarities with Virginia and Maryland, it evolved quite differently. The fabled solid South of the 19th century did not exist during the colonial period. Proprietors of the Carolinas. The English settled the land south of Virginia as a result of a restoration of King Charles II. He offered the area as a reward to the few of his followers, the true and absolute Lord Proprietor of Carolina had great trouble attracting settlers to their colonies. Conditions in England had also improved that the steady stream of willing migrants had run dry. Hoping to draw settlers from other colonies, the Lord Proprietors offered generous land grants only to find such settlers difficult to attract. The Barbadian connection. The eventual success of the Carolinas was largely the result of the work of Anthony Ashley Cooper, the Earl of Shaftesbury, and the migration of wealthy families from Barbados. Migrants from Barbados came as families and individuals, some bringing with them large gangs of slaves, creating a slave-based plantation society more similar to the islands than any mainland British colony. The colony experimented with several cash crops, including beef, animal skins, and naval stores, finally discovering the profitability of rice by the 1690s. Continually plagued by political disagreement between the proprietors and the settlers and among the settlers themselves, the king in 1729 divided the colony into North Carolina and South Carolina and made them both royal colonies. The founding of Georgia. The colony of Georgia resulted from the utopian vision of General James Oglethorpe. He settled the land south of Charleston in order to give hope to the debtors imprisoned in London and at the same time occupy land claimed by both England and Spain. Facing resistance from the settlers, Oglethorpe's utopian goals soon faded and Georgia struggled economically and politically in its early years. The themes that connect the history of the early colonial development are hard work and, most importantly, diversity.